Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're having a good Monday, off to a good start. Nice productive Monday. I think my American friends are probably enjoying a nice day off today, so that's cool. Nice long weekend. Great weather here today. It's hot and sunny, so that's pretty awesome. But I think it's going to start raining tomorrow, so that's too bad. Good for business, but it's too bad that the sun didn't last longer. Hey Keith, how's it going? So, topic for today, I was going to talk about why support is so important when you're trying to make changes. Hey Mark, how's it going? It's nice to think that when you set a goal for yourself that you can just do it on your own, and I think a lot of us like to think that, and a lot of us like to attempt that, but more likely than not, you need a little bit of help along the way. Hey Robin, how's it going? You can try and do it on your own, and there's the other Robin. Hi, Robin. Quite often when you try it on your own, you come up against roadblocks and you don't know where to go from there. And then if you end up failing, you just feel really super crappy. And I've done that many times, thinking, oh, I can do this on my own. I don't need any help, and just being super stubborn. Sometimes we just need help. Hey, Braden, how's it going? I thought I would talk about what you need to do in order to achieve goals, and why it's important to have some support along the way. And, I'm talking about like support from a coach who knows how to get you to where you want to go, because when you want to get somewhere, it's best to get the experts to help you out. And also, a group of friends, a support group who can also help you. So, for instance, I've decided to compete in a fitness competition, so I have hired a coach, because even though I'm a trainer, I have never studied how to train for a fitness competition before, so I, of course, am going to hire the expert, because I don't think I'll be successful if I try to do it on my own. And I've got some friends who compete, so I consider that my support group, and also my group of coaching friends are very supportive. So having that support really makes a huge difference. So some things that you really need to have in place in order to achieve your goals, especially with fitness and nutrition, is one of them is consistency. So starting your workout program is one thing, and starting to eat clean is one thing, but staying consistent with it, that's a whole other thing. Because when you first start, you're excited, you've got this new goal in mind, and it's like, yeah, this is no problem, I can do this. And then typically about a week, or probably about 2 to 3 weeks into it, you're starting to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Because now you put in some work, you've gotten uncomfortable, it's too early to see any results, so you start questioning, do I really want to do this? And quite often the answer is, no, I don't really feel like doing it. And quite often that's where people just kind of throw in the towel, they give up, and that's it, and they don't get to achieve their goals. So if you have a coach and a support group, they're not going to let you get away with that. So they're going to remind you why you started, and they're going to motivate you to keep going, and they're going to get you all excited and pumped up about it again. So having that group support is it's so huge. Next thing you need to be successful is to be in it for the long haul. So you need to do this long term. Fitness and nutrition is long term. You can't just eat healthy and exercise until you hit some goal, whether it's weight loss or putting on muscle or whatever, and then once you hit that goal, go back to what you were doing before, because guess what? When you go back to what you were doing before, your body goes back to what it was before. That's just the way it is. Your habits will decide how your body is going to look and feel. So you have to make the commitment to be in it long term. And that means that it has to be sustainable, and it has to be something that you enjoy on some level. So a good coach is going to help you to develop a plan that is sustainable with your lifestyle. And when you've got a group who are doing the same thing, they're going to get you through those tough times when you're struggling a little bit, and you can ask them, how did you get through this? And you can talk to your support group, and they will really help you to kind of get back on track and stay on track. Hi Kylie, how's it going? So the next one you need with your fitness and nutrition, if you really want to be successful, is a healthy nutrition plan. And I know a lot of people roll their eyes when people start talking about healthy nutrition. I know that's because I witnessed it in my many years as a health and fitness coach, so I know people they either roll their eyes or they go completely blank when I start talking about healthy nutrition. So many people in their heads, when you start talking about healthy eating, right away they go to like the extreme and they think, oh, I'm not going to be able to eat anything that I like, and I'm going to have to eat like lettuce all the time, and it's just going to suck, and I'm not going to like what I'm eating, and it's going to be awful. And they just kind of immediately go to that. And that's not the case at all. If you're doing it on your own, you might think that is, and you might try that out, and you're going to fail after a while, most likely because it's just not sustainable. But if you have a good coach, they're going to work with you. They're going to look at the foods that you eat, what you like to eat, and they're going to figure out how to fit that into your healthy eating plan. So with portion control, and also with the more unhealthy foods that you like to indulge in every now and then, they're going to figure out with you how you can include those foods in your diet so you don't feel deprived, and you still get the results that you want. So, it just, healthy nutrition plan, there's such a negative connotation that goes along with that for a lot of people, and really healthy eating is really good. There's a lot of really good healthy food, and once you start eating healthy, you'll realize that. Hi Richard, how's it going? So, Keith, you think healthy nutrition is boring? Well, you're doing it wrong then. Healthy nutrition is not boring. So, I mean, one thing I will say though, if you have been eating junk food for a while, or you eat quite a bit of sugar or salt, when you first switch over to a healthier way of eating, you might think that everything tastes bland, and that's just because of the abuse that your taste buds have taken from the sodium and sugar. So what happens is your taste buds become less sensitive. They're kind of like deadened by all the sugar and sodium you've been eating. But don't worry, that actually starts to go away, and your taste buds become more sensitive again. You start tasting foods for what they really are, and before you know it, you'll enjoy eating healthy. And the times that you indulge in the unhealthy stuff, you're probably going to be kind of disappointed. You'll think like, why did I like that so much? It's not really that good. So, you might have to give it a little bit of time if you're used to eating really highly flavored foods right now, and that's just your taste buds. They just need a chance to readjust. Hi, Angel. How are you? So the next thing you need is to get out of your comfort zone. So this is hardest for most because we love the comfort zone. People love the comfort zone. And why? Because it's comfortable, right? So people like to be comfortable. But just because it's comfortable doesn't mean that it's good. I mean, you might be comfortable sitting on your couch watching TV and eating junk food, but what's going on with your body is not so good, and your health is just deteriorating. So if you're struggling with your health and your fitness, or if you're struggling with weight, you need to get out of that comfort zone to really see some results. And to do that on your own, not easy. Even myself, to do a workout by myself and put myself out of my comfort zone, not the easiest thing to do. When I'm teaching a class or working out with someone, it's no problem. Having that support, I have no problem getting out of my comfort zone. I enjoy it. We do it together, so we've got that group thing. So, if you're struggling with that, and like I said, most people do struggle with getting out of their comfort zone, your coach is there. That's their job, to get you out of your comfort zone and take you into the discomfort and keep you there and get you those results that you want. And then if you have your group of supportive friends, you can talk to them about the discomfort, and you guys can bitch and moan about it a little bit, but also talk about how great it is that you are getting these results by getting out of your comfort zone. And I mean, so many of my clients tell me, they come to my classes and they're like, yeah, I would never push myself that hard on my own. And, it's true. When you're on your own, it's really hard to push yourself into discomfort, because it's just too easy to be like, oh, screw this, I want to be comfortable again. But when you're with other people, you feel accountable, and the ego comes out a little bit, and that's okay, because it's good. You need to be in that zone where you are feeling uncomfortable, because that's where changes start to happen and you start to get results. And I know this from experience. And then the last thing that I'm going to mention is to focus more on healthy habits than just the results. So the results that you want, that's what's going to motivate you to start. But don't just focus on the results. That's going to get really frustrating, because unfortunately results are going to take a little while to get. It's going to take time and effort for sure. Hi Laura, how are you? So don't just have the results in your head. And that's what I used to do for years and years and years. My results that I wanted to lose weight so badly, and that's all I focused on. And it didn't happen fast, and then I would get so frustrated and be like, why am I doing this? It's not working. What's wrong with me? And it just goes downhill from there. And where things turned around for me was I started to notice other things about working out that made me feel good and feel happy. And I noticed that I enjoyed feeling strong, and I enjoyed being able to get through an entire spin class without having to take a break, and I enjoyed being able to lift heavier weights. And these things, you know, I was enjoying them. I was enjoying feeling my body working properly and not being, you know, not having joint pain and not having back pain, and, you know, seeing my asthma go away, and my mood got better, and just, you know, all those things. So what you need to do is you really need to fall in love with the process of getting to where you want to get to. And also, once you get to where you want to get to, you're not going to stop what you're doing. So you really need to be in love with what you're doing, because you're going to need to keep that going in order to maintain it. So, you know, decide what you like about your new healthy lifestyle. And if you're hating every second of it, it's time to talk to your coach and your support group and find out what you should be doing instead, because you can find a program that you enjoy that works for you. So, you know, myself, I mean, you know, certain physical activities I hate doing. I hate sports and that kind of thing. So if I was like trying to get in shape by playing sports, that wouldn't be so good, because I'd be dreading it all the time. But I love a spin bike. I love being on a spin bike. So and I love lifting weights. So that's what works really well for me. And my eating plan, I mean, I tried being vegetarian once and I didn't like it. And if you don't like it, you're not going to stick with it. So I decided, okay, there's no point in forcing myself to do something I hate, because I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. So I figured out how to include the foods that I like to eat and have them in a healthy way and get the results that I wanted to. And a lot of that was through studying, because I was studying to become a personal trainer and a nutrition coach. So, you know, I was learning that kind of stuff. For anybody else, if they're not interested in becoming a personal trainer or fitness coach, then you want to hire a coach so that they can help you to get there, so you're not just, you know, trying to guess what you should be doing. Hey, Stephen, how's it going? So that's it. You need your coach, you need your support group. So important. Like, if you want to see changes, you got to do it. You just have to decide that you're going to invest in yourself. You're going to invest that time, probably a little bit of money. It's not a big deal. But if you really want the results, then, you know, getting the support is what's going to get you there. And, you know, I speak from my own personal experience. I speak from the experience of my many, many clients over the years. You know, it really makes a huge difference. The coach is going to give you the knowledge that you need. They're going to guide you. And your support group is what's going to keep you in it and keep you focused on what you want to do. And, you know, once you start to get to know your group, you're going to really enjoy your new lifestyle, because you've got all these new friends and you're talking to them about these things that you have, you know, as common interest in. You're keeping each other motivated, and it's just fun, and you just enjoy it. You'll look forward to chatting with those people every day and seeing how they're doing and sharing your, you know, your struggles and your triumphs and stuff with them. So, you know, having that support, you guys, super important. And you know I'm here to support you, so if you have questions or anything, please do feel free to comment or send me a message or whatever. That's fine. If you want to be in a more formal group type challenge group, I'm starting one on June the 5th with a couple of other coaches. So we're going to do our usual challenge. So it's clean eating, it's working out, shakes, the whole bit. If you do everything, if you stick to the program, promise you get results, because I've seen it with many, many people. I've seen them get the results, and it's always the people that are sticking to the program and they see it through and they do what they need to do. And, you know, it's just so rewarding to see how happy they are when they get to where they want to be, or when they start to make those steps forward and they start to see those great changes in how they feel and how they look and all of that. And I've seen quite a few people go from, you know, participants to wanting to be coaches themselves, because they want to share, you know, how great this thing is. And, yeah, I mean, the program works. You just have to decide to do it and get the results that you want. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Hi, Danielle. So I got to get going, because I got to set up for another class. But like I said, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. You can message me. And if you are interested in joining us for the group that starts on June the 5th, definitely message me so that I for sure get your message, because sometimes I forget to check on Facebook and I lose track of these threads, and I wouldn't want to leave anybody out. All right, you guys, have an awesome evening. Talk to you again real soon.